Title, yeah, here. Yeah, Marlene told us not to be too perfect.
And we do so.
because it's Lunch and Learn.
Yeah.
So now here's the start. Make Buchführung in teams sexy. And we like this English in it. Buchführung, it's even to spell it for a not German person is not so easy with this Ü in the middle. So Buchführung itself, most Germans don't like either. So we will have fun with it, and preparing the topic, we had fun with it.
Yeah,
it was really good. So just how to switch?
No idea.
No, okay. A little patience is maybe good. Just in the beginning, something about us. My name is Maike. By the way, with the names you can see, we are a couple. We are married for about 12 years now, and we have a company together called Unternehmerwerkstatt. And I'm a trainer and coach. My topics are communication and stay healthy in your workplace, work-life balance, all this kind of stuff. And I do this for about 30 years now, being self-employed. And I had a real turning point in my life when I started liking bookkeeping. Because in the beginning, I was like many people, I hated it and I really put it away from myself. But then when Frank introduced me to Lex Office, I really enjoyed it. And for me, it's playful, it's easy. And what I also changed is my mindset. I turned from I'm too stupid to do that to, hey, I can do it. So that's why I really like the whole thing, and I was wondering about myself, how this could happen. And I will tell you the secret about the last word in the title, sexy. How this can come together, bookkeeping oder Buchführung and sexiness. Okay, it's up to you.
And this is the cute boy who makes Maike having fun and sex with Buchführung. I work many years with Swedish clients, and so I really like this. In German, we say "du" form. So in real life, when I talk German with German people, I also say "du" with them. And in English, it's pretty simple. You can say "you" to me. It's a gag I think only Germans understand. But we are very familiar with our work, and we do it in a "du" form. I like to have many questions and queries. So if you have some queries, please just drop in, and we hope that we see that.
And write it into the chat.
Yeah, the chat is important. And give us a note that you have write something. I'm not sure if we will see it. And who am I? Since 20 years, I'm a tax advisor in Germany. And beforehand, I have studied industrial engineering and management science. And for that, I just slipped into this tax advisor things. For myself, I haven't believed that I will be a tax advisor if you had asked me 30 or 35 years ago. But I know I am, and I have fun with that. And obviously, maybe other people can have fun with that, maybe. I have a soft spot for entrepreneurs, for startups, and indeed, 20 years ago, I also had many clients, startup companies, and for Munich, I worked together with Wellington Partners. Maybe you know it if you have a startup and need much of money, because for 20 million up, they go in, not below. For 5 years, I have taken a coaching diploma. No idea what it is, or how it is in English. Both of us, we have learned coaching with Gunther Schmidt, and Milton Erickson is the theory after that. And we try to put it into all our examinations or what else. And I work with Lex Office to improve this app, and this also for nearly 5 years. I help them to make this app better, and many ideas. I'm really glad that they have have it in the app now. Many ideas from me. So next is this one. Topics of today. What do we want to talk about with you? Yeah, at first, what is special in Teams with bookkeeping? How can you simplify these things in Teams? I will show you different types of bookkeeping, classic style. For myself, I practice this for many years. I will show you how. And yeah, with the digital revolution, it is really possible to perform a modern style. I will show you how it might be for you. What are supporting structures and teams which will help you that you stay organized? Something new is sexy, but how to stay in that and just do it in an easy way. And productivity, how to stay
how to stay in a workflow instead of getting disrupted from so many other things who are around us.
Yeah, and as you might think, making bookkeeping easy, we use Lex Office for that, and part of Lex Office we will show you how, as an idea, how you can organize yourself with an app.
And Lexrocket is a part of Lex Office, especially for solopreneurs and startups. Yeah, because of English, Marlene asked us to do this whole hour here in English, which was a challenge we loved to take. And but we found then, hey, there are so many words in German which maybe we would need to have a translation from bookkeeping German to normal German to understand it. But then we made one for you from Lex Office, Lexrocket German into English, so that you can understand these words more easily. Because we don't want that this is an excuse for you to use this app. The app is great, and just because of English, this is a real easy thing. And afterwards, after this 1 hour, you can get this as a PDF from us for free, so you can start right away afterwards if you want to. And for this, we would need your email addresses. Marlene will collect them. So write them just in the chat if you are interested in this translation
Booklet.
Booklet is the right word. Yes.
Booklet, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So next one, please.
You're a startup. You are working with a startup. What's your startup pitch? Why are you working? For what are you working? I've collected some of them. It's also a company in Munich. It's the Bean Brothers, and the Bean Brothers say we want more people to eat dal and thereby less meat, to experience the enormous nutritional value of pulses and do not their part in fighting for our climate and environment. It's great. I love that.
And maybe you have developed a revolutionary learning platform so more people can study online, what we need in these times today.
Or this is also a startup I was with, revolutionized chip production with corpuscular radiation inducted nanolithography.
So that can be the craziest thing you come up with to start a startup with.
Yeah. But in the real world, you are sitting here for your pitch and not for doing bookkeeping or something or handling paper. This is not
the reason why you made yourself self-employed.
Yeah. So what's your pitch? Just think about it. And everything we do today is just to support that your pitch for what are you working could be better and easier. Otherwise, it's senseless to do that.
So that you have enough time to do your real work and not to spend it on bookkeeping.
Yeah. No, nobody wants to do bookkeeping. I know some people I know, but they are bookkeepers.
But for themselves, they don't like it to do it. Like his own bookkeeping, he don't like.
No. So before explored Lex Office.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So it is for bringing your pitch on the table or to the table. This is what the most entrepreneurs want. And while doing that, they see, okay, it's not that easy. There are some steps before and afterwards. Like I have to do some marketing, collect some leads, and if I'm really good and my product or my service is good, then I have an offer and I will get assignments for that. And after that comes the point with, this is our pitch. This is for what I'm here, what I love to do. And then you see, okay, afterwards, maybe we have to do time tracking, we have travel expenses, we have to write an invoice, we have to wait for payment or ask for payment. And the last step mostly is some kind of handover to a tax consultant, and it's perfectly fine. But in your heart, most people are at the bringing your pitch to the table point and not to the other things. So let's make the other things as easy as possible.
Yeah, we want to focus on collaboration in a team, because that's our focus today.
This is a team. Yeah, what they do is they have strong connections with each other, some non-connections to the one or to the other, and yeah, some minor
loose connections.
Yeah, different types of connections. And what we want to show you is we will install just an app in the cloud, just that you can connect with this cloud. Each part of the team will connect with the cloud, and so you can have this cloud as a base where you said, okay, this is where our knowledge is in. This is what when somebody in the team has a phone call or something like that, other ones might know it if they want to know that. And for this, now we shift to Lex Office. For this, Lex Office gives you some roles and permissions. And the first role is everybody who has a login with Lex Office has a right to see documents, the contacts and products, or instead of products, the services. This is what everybody who's in the system can do. Then we said, okay, not everyone should see my financial reports, my online banking, or the bookkeeping reports. It's okay, give him the role or let it. We have a pay slips and payroll accounting. It's also a very easy thing, but not the whole team should have access to the system. Yeah, the strongest role is the system administration. Maybe it's one or two to have that role. And so with these roles, you can get the team in. And most of the team will be just, I can see documents, I have contacts and products. What are they doing with this?
And I can put my documents into Lex Office.
Yeah.
It's not just I can see them, but I deliver Lex Office with my document.
Yeah. So I will just show you the client manager in Lex Office. For this, I will stop this and
go directly into the Lex Office system lifetime, right?
Yeah, yeah. This is our Schulungsaccount.
Yeah, it's a special account just to show you what we are doing. It's not our real account.
Yeah, it's just a Schulungsaccount. Yeah. Yeah, I love this English.
Okay, continue.
By the way, if we do a Lex Office workshop, I really would have to be an English native speaker in it, but the bookkeeping language is German. So we can do bridges from English to German, but at the end you have to work a little bit in German.
Because it's all written in German, as you see. There is a part which gets translated by Lex Office. It's if you write eine Rechnung, an invoice, then you can push a button, translate in English. This is pretty easy.
Yeah.
But to find your way in this whole platform, you need to know some German words.
Yeah. One more argument to have this dictionary with the words in German you should understand. So everybody in the team might use this contact cloud, and within this contact cloud, just go to Fritz. Opala. That is okay. If I go to Fritz, I see, what have we do with Fritz? Is he a good customer, an important customer or not? But I have here, there's an activity button. And in this activity, each team member can write what's going on here. He knows, okay, there's an invoice, there's an offer, something like that. We have a photo here. I have a notice with what's happened there. And each team member, just if the team member is in contact with Fritz, can add a picture, a Word document, a notice, or even a task, so that the system will remind you there's something to do with that.
So this is real perfect for team to work together with the same customers.
Yeah.
So you have the information one time in the system and everybody can see it.
Yeah, this is good. Yes, and I got the wrong Fritz. I want to Fritz Müller. I prepared Fritz Müller because yesterday somebody were at Fritz's place and took a photo shot of the minutes. They worked there and just put the photo shot in, and everybody on the team who said, okay, it's important for me to see what's happened there, just go to Lex Office in the contact manager and see what's going on in this customer. I like it. So going back to our presentation.
And this is called Kundenmanager in German. It's something which is not so long in the whole system, maybe half a year or a year.
Yeah, a year.
A year, and it's really great.
Yeah.
A great step that they put it in.
So you want to focus, there is something you might know. How?
Yeah, so this is a good question, and I told you I will tell you the secret how to make bookkeeping or Buchführung sexy. Buchführung, it's not about numbers or about facts. It's about yourself, you and your body, because we can't get away of our body. We always have it with us. So if I'm in the state of, oh, I have to do it, it's the end of the month or the end of the 9th or the 10th, I have to do it, and you get tired, this does something to the whole thing. So your attitude is narrow. This is not sexy. So how can we change that? And I want to take you into a little break with me. And for this, I wait for the next slice.
Next slice? Oh,
next slice, yeah.
Next
that
slice.
Was
okay. My fault. This is the next
because
slide.
We offer now a little break. It's really short break that we can stay in flow, come into flow or stay in flow. And there could be a rule every 20 minutes to make a break to stay resilient. But we don't have to take this rule, but it's just an offer to stay productive.
Yeah.
And I will move over and you can tell what's there.
Okay, so we stop this and I will show you a different camera. What's after this break? After this break, we will show you the classic style bookkeeping and also the modern style bookkeeping, and hope you will see the difference. And we will tell you something about team coordination, how to do it cute. And you should see Maike.
Yeah. So you're now sitting there. You sit like this. And you're very relaxed and you're almost in the slump. And it's your lunchtime, you're a little tired. Or you're, oh, I don't want to miss anything. And you have very high tension in your body. Both of these examples are not very convenient. So this or that. So if you want to explore a little bit with me how it could be different or something in between. And choose just one of your favorite sitting positions. And it can be like this, whatever. It doesn't have to be nice or healthy or all of that. Just sit like you want to. And now ask yourself a question. Can I breathe freely? I feel a little compressed here. Whew. Now I can breathe freely. Okay. Second question. Does my belly have sufficient room to move? The belly has to move if I want to breathe. Yeah. In this first position, there was not much room. So it's good to give my belly room. And if you are eating while you do this presentation, which is perfectly fine, yeah, you want that your system is digesting. And it can digest much better if your belly has enough room. So this is another question and answer. The third one is my head balanced when I look at the screen? It could be that I look at the screen like this, and it's not very balanced there. So check, balanced means it is balancing itself. You don't have to do something like this. It's not fixed. It's the absence of being fixed. Yeah, that's it. While you look at the screen. And if you can answer all these three questions about your breath, about your belly, room for the belly, and about the balance of the head, if you can answer them with a yes, then you are in a free, flowing, in a good state in your body, so flow can happen easily. Yeah, that's how I put it. And that's what we need for sexiness. Okay, Frank, you can put in the next slides while I move over.
Sorry, I have to adjust something. The camera, the microphone. So now you should hear better. The microphone is the right one now. And now this is the next slide.
Here you have just the questions I asked you before in the right order. You can see it if you want to have the recording of this hour. So, kannst du mal weitermachen? Yeah, so the question is still there. So to make this whole topic sexy, for me the answer is to stay in the now. To really be in the present moment and not in something in your head in the future. And stay relaxed in your body, stay easy, especially if the word bookkeeping comes into your mind. And the third thing is enjoy yourself while you do it. And this might sound for some of you like, well, I can't imagine enjoying myself doing the bookkeeping, but then remind yourself, for me it was possible too, and I couldn't imagine that. So this enjoyment comes when I enjoy myself in my own body, like I just did this little exercise with you. When your sit bones are on the chair and your head is balanced and you have enough space to breathe, then you start enjoying yourself, and with this attitude you can enjoy bookkeeping.
Okay, back to maybe remember. What do I do in bringing our pitch to the table? And now I want to talk about this last point. This everything goes to the Steuerberater, to the tax advisor. And what do we do?
For some people, it's like a big black hole.
Yeah.
And after they give it away, it's just forgotten.
Yeah. And they are really glad about that.
That's fine. That's
they want to
fine.
forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. And other ones, but to forget, the tax advisor normally said to you, okay, give me your papers and your payments in a Pendelordner. This means I will show you one. I prepared one. This one is a Pendelordner with your
invoices inside,
yeah.
banking.
Okay, is this one? Yeah. So these are your bank account and the outgoing invoices and the incoming invoices and some, yeah. And normally the Pendelordner, the name comes from one of this, was heißt eigentlich Ordner auf Englisch?
Weiß ich auch nicht.
Yeah. One of these ones, I will check that. What is Ordner? Wow. I see it's important. Folder. This is. Do you agree that this is a folder? I hope. I mean this is a folder. And why is it a Pendel folder? Pendel means one of this folder is in your office and the other folder is at the workspace from your tax advisor. So you are filling one, giving it to the tax advisor, get back the other one from last month and put out the papers and fill it in. And this is the work many solopreneurs I know. I have to look for payments. Where is this payment? And then go back and go back. This is what we do.
What we did for many years.
Many years. 50, 60 years, I think, in Germany, it's standard to have a Pendelordner. Maybe you will change that. Instead of a Pendelordner, have a digital interface for your tax consultant. Could be good. I like it.
And then you maybe have also some like this you can bring somewhere and call it my last Pendel folder.
Yeah. Go with the Pendelordner and give him his vacation. After so many years working, say to your Pendelordner, and enjoy it. You deserve it. That's what I show you a little bit.
The old classical style.
Yeah, organization classic style. In the middle is our solo unternehmer, solopreneur, and he is afraid of what is the tax office doing with me. Did I forgot something? If I will have some penalties and I have to do this, I have no idea. This is what in my experience, is mostly classic style. Many insecureness and let's go to the modern style. Modern style is, for my view, working in the cloud and using the tools we have. It's 5 years ago. It was not that good than today. It's really going better and better and better. And
5 years ago, Frank told me a solopreneur can't do his own bookkeeping. It's too difficult.
Yeah.
But today he is telling something totally different because the surrounding is different and the technology is different.
The technology is very supporting nowadays, and it was not 5 or 10 years ago. So we talk about a different world now, and I want to show you what I see in this world. Einmal da, Moment da. Irgendwie ist es. I think you could see my screen. Is it?
Can you see the screen? Because there's written it's unattainable.
Screen sharing is stopped. I read. Okay.
Now we are back.
I hope we are back.
So this is the modern style.
Yeah, it's tidy and organized because the cloud is that big you can't fill it up. No way to do that. And you will get time and you will have a good overview that you can do your prioritized tasks, or even just calculate your prices, or what is good for your business and what is good to bring your tasks to the people, your work, what you want to do. And nevertheless, the last point is, if you have a clever collaboration with your tax advisor, he has time. You don't waste his time when asking you, I need this invoice, I've seen the payment there, what have you done with that? he can use the time just to do advise you and do a real consultant. The word is text consultant, and just give him time to consult you and to advise you. In modern style, my experience is this is possible, this change. Oh, what's this?
Yeah, this is something completely different. You see the green chair I was sitting in just before, and we made a little video to show you what's possible just with your mobile phone.
Yeah.
How you can use Lex Office when you are somewhere.
Yeah. Now we are back on the team collaboration. I assume that anyone in your team has a smartphone. And with a smartphone, you can do just collect paper, something like that. Imagine you're sitting and you go to a customer for a customer meeting, and the office assistant said to you, "Oh, just please wait for 5 minutes. My boss is a bit late, but I will let you into the meeting." So just go into this green chair and sit and wait for this meeting. And before you were in a hardware store, had bought something, and they give you a receipt. And yeah, in Darmstadt, it's those ugly big receipts, and just good for my thigh. Wow, thank you. Yeah, just take the app. There's a flash. There's an automatic that you can that the app should see that, and then it really works while waiting in the office, just to scan these things. And this is connected with the Lex Office Cloud. Can do some corrections if you want to. Yeah, or left and right. But mostly, it is not really important to have a perfect scan. You don't need a perfect scan. Yeah, then upload the thing. It takes a little time, and then you will get the message, upload is successful, like this. Okay, next one is a bigger paper. You use 2 legs for scanning this when you are at the customer place. Okay, now we go to automatic modus, and this means if the app sees that this is a paper to scan, the app just do it. So you need 1 hand less. Yeah, and really that's it. Not better quality. It's absolutely sufficient. Okay, now we change to into the Lex Office system. Now we are in the cloud, and you see an overview. Your bank system, how many cash is there. I also see if I would have to pay the value-added taxes now, how much would it be? It gives me a feeling, an instant feeling of what's going on here. These are my tasks or my duties. We will go there. And now I see there are some outgoing invoices overdue. And for that, this is 6 months overdue. So we just should do something with that. What will we do? We have a look on the invoice, on the outgoing invoice. What's the invoice? And now we will do a dunning or a reminder. Mahnung, we say in Germany. So the invoice is okay. We said, okay, she has to pay. So just do a reminder, the dunning letter. We can check this and also modify the text of the reminder email. And this is the next point. We don't print something. Everything is in the system. We have made a draft now, and now we just send an email. Okay, just check the email text. Something like changings you can do. The original invoice is there. Now it's not an invoice, it's a reminder, and just send it via email. So this means, yeah, ready for the invoice. This means you are sitting waiting for your customer and just sending out a reminder. You can sort out your papers in just with a smartphone. And this is really, really good because it's easy and you can do it instant. You don't have to wait for such a bulk of paper. You just do it when you have such a
little spare time in between two appointments. And that's what I do too. I write my invoices when I sit at the dentist waiting that I can go there. And that's really very, very handy.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's time for questions if you have. And to Marlene, the question, is there something written in the chat? We can't see that.
You can't see that? Really? No.
Yeah, we can't see the chat.
Because we have the screen sharing on and...
Right, yeah. Maybe you can, switch it off, the screen sharing, and so we see everyone. Well, there are there aren't any questions. But I got a few email addresses for the presentation and your dictionary offered. So yeah, I know this this app because my boyfriend uses it. My boyfriend is a free musician, so he manages everything with Lex Office, and I have to say he's very happy with it. And I don't know if everyone knows it, but when you are a Berg-1 resident here, you can try it for 1 year for free, I think. So we have a special offer. So I would recommend that to everyone. If you just want to try it, you can download it for free. So just go to our perks and benefits, and you can download the app.
And you need just one email address to write yourself into.
To log in, you only need one.
Yeah, with one email address, and that's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so are there any questions?
Sure, I have a couple of questions.
Done.
Yeah, it has. Does it have also a double entry, so a bank connection, so it automatically reconciles the invoices and how much? Because I've been trying to set something up with my accountant, and they use another tool called Simba, which is. Well, it's an alternative, but far less sophisticated. It's from a local company.
Yeah.
So the first question with the bank connection, yes, there is a bank connection, and it works pretty easy with the most banks.
Nearly all banks. I see it's Augsburger Netbank. It's not working, and Sparda Bank is not working.
Okay. But the main ones then. Sure.
Okay, Sparda Bank is working.
Yeah.
I know from Augsburger Netbank that every popular banks are working fine with the Lex Office, and they are connected, and Lex Office can read what's going on and support you.
And you can pay if you have an invoice inside, and you can pay out of Lex Office. So you don't need to go to your online banking. You can do mostly everything in Lex Office system.
Okay.
Yeah, so Lex Office works as an interface. Just you say Lex Office what you want, and they support you in this very easily. And Lex Office is like an interface to the bank and said, okay, I put this wiring money to you, and then the secureness is up to you. You have your secure systems and can give it to wire the money, something like that.
Okay. Does it also have some tools for forecasting or planning from financial projections? Because this is a topic.
But budgeting is in there, so you can make budgets for the actual year or also the next year. But it's not really. You have to know your numbers. It's not really. It's a supporting budgeting system.
Yeah.
Plan in Excel, something like that, and then put the numbers in the Lex Office.
Yeah, because what I was looking for was like a fully integrated system. So we have the invoices, we have the bank connections, the double entry, we have the output via Dativ or whatever to the tax consultant, and then that's all fairly standard software, I would say, and then.
There's a prototype of cash planning actually, so that Lex Office supports you in a view of your invoices, outgoing and incoming invoices in a kind of cash view forward.
Machst du mal den Dashboard?
Nee.
Okay.
you can ask the supporters, and they will give you this cash forward system, because it's a beta version. It's just for testers, and it's not perfect now.
Sure. And just with regards to the paper receipts, do you have to keep them still? They're still required to be kept somewhere. But
the classic question. Wow, great! Thank you for that. Yes, you have, but please do it easy.
Ich hatte jetzt gar nicht ganz verstanden.
Müssen die Papierbelege aufbewahrt werden?
Ah, okay.
Also muss ich in German, wenn ich die Belege eingescannt habe, muss ich die Papierbelege noch aufbewahren? Und die Antwort ist ganz klar ja. And when we are finished here, I'm happy to explain you all the details of why you have to. For now, I will show you how you should do.
This question comes really every time.
It's important.
Everybody wants to know that and wants to have the easy way to throw it away, but this could be a little dangerous.
But if I have a box, like an old shoe box where I put all these invoices in, it's totally enough, right?
That's a possibility. Or Frank has shown how he's doing it.
A folder, one folder a year, and just put your invoices.
The newest one you put on top.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really easy. Just 2 holes in it and put it here in and collect the invoices here.
But no system. You just put the newest one on top and that's it. If someone asks you, like there is a Buchführung,
an audit, a tax audit, you will find this original invoice. This is no problem, because in a way it's in a timeline sorted. When you just put everything on top. This is the easiest way, and it's for us, the last word for this. If you want to have a system where you can drop the invoices, it is more time consuming than what I show you now. Because the system you have to set up, and you have also to do many things.
All the rules you have to be aware of.
Yeah.
It's really complicated and it takes time, so it's much easier to do it this way.
Yeah, sure. It's the fastest way.
But this was a short answer, and if you're really interested, we made a video about it, and we can tell it afterwards. But maybe it's not for everyone.
Yeah.
The interesting part.
Sure.
And I just want to ask: is there someone else with questions? Maybe you just raise your hand and we can see it. So
Daniel has one question left. You asked your tax advisor has a system Simba. This was the question, and in German it is that 89% of the tax advisors use the Dativ system.
Sure.
So that every other system, bookkeeping systems, have an interface to Dativ data. So with Lex Office, you can perform the data into a Dativ format. And the Simba system can read Dativ format, and this is so you get the connection to the text to your tax advisor, even if she uses Simba.
Okay, sure.
So it works all together. That's what I understood now.
Yeah.
Okay. And Lex Office has many interfaces with other
third-party apps.
Yeah, and we would like to show you some of this later for time tracking and all that.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sure. Thank you.
Okay.
So,
is there someone else with questions now?
Okay. So we
continue. Okay. We want to introduce you to our visual team here, and there's Ralph, Sarah, Tom, and Peter. They work together. They have a great product. Whatever you want, they produce. And you see Ralph, he has a hat on. In German, we say, der hat den Hut auf. In English, you say, he's in charge. That's why I have this hat on. And it's the Lexrocket hat. So he is the coordinator in this team. And he has some specific tasks. The first one is he makes sure that the other team members, Sarah, Tom, and Peter, bring their input into Lex Office. So it's up to them to bring it, not him to do it. This is a difference. And then Ralph controls the results and he initiates the next steps in Lex Office. And the third, the third task he is the connection to the tax consultant. Just one of the team is the connection. That's much easier for the tax consultant, and Ralph is in charge. He does all what's there needed.
And this is just our proposal of a collaboration work for you. If you're on a team, this is a proposal how to do it.
Yeah. And here we are with a little break in between because we were maybe a little concentrated. If you want to make all of this sexy, we should stay alive. And you all know, if you sit a long time in front of the desk, it makes something to your eyes. So you can use cucumber slices in the evening. That's a great thing, but not every time you have this with you on the desk. So I invite you to now see us, but in white, the peripheral vision, so you can see also on the right side and the left side what's there on top and below the screen. Just widen your vision for a second, and this will release the tension in your body and makes lives much more sexy. And the other thing is that you close your eyes just for a little moment and just do it while we talk. It doesn't matter. You don't have to look all the time. Close your eyes, and this darkness is really great. And maybe you like to take your hands. Maybe you have to look. You take your hands in front of your eyes, and then it's dark. And this is so relieving for the eyes, and it's just a little refresher. And then we go on. That's it.
You go on.
I go on. Okay, so let's remember our team, refreshed team. Ralph, he is the coordinator, but now we want to see what all the others have done. So the workflow. Peter, he bought a new laptop out of his own pocket money. I don't know how to say it. And then there's Sarah. She bought some paper. She was just in the city and she bought it, just paid it cash. So what's to do now? They normally, and years ago, they just put the receipts on the table and they hope they got their money back. And they have maybe to wait for it. So the new system is they upload the documents themselves into Lex Office.
With the smartphone, for instance.
For instance, with the smartphone, or because they paid cash. If you have it as a PDF in your Outlook, maybe, then you can put it in the other way into Lex Office.
Just drag and drop into the Lex Office system.
That's pretty easy too. And there's Tom. He bought some expert literature, and he also uploads the documents into Lex Office. So all three team members bought something, and how to get their money back. They have to put one assignment on it, and Ralph checks these documents. And then Ralph, he is the coordinator, we remember this. Then he does the next step. He transfers the money to Peter, Tom, and Sarah. And everyone is happy.
But it's so easy to have a company credit card.
Many people used to say.
Yeah. What are you doing with a company credit card?
You don't need it. With this system, you don't need it.
You should not need it, because if you do that, there's no motivation to upload documents, to collect documents. If you have a company card, Ralph is the one who gets rid in collecting papers and getting rid of, give me this invoice I'm searching for, I have to.
And then he's annoyed, and it's just trouble in the team. So you can put all of this away if you work with this system.
Yeah.
Okay. So
team time tracking. What's about that?
Another interface.
Yeah. Let's imagine what's happening there. We work with freelance employees, with own employees. And there are systems with interfaces to the Lex Office system. like Clockadoo is this, I used here. So you're sending an offer to a client, said, okay, we can work for you, and we do it on hourly base. So you have to collect the hours of the team, of yourself, of everybody to do these invoices. And this means the working hours in your team have to be tracked. And please, not in a system that Ralph has to collect every different time systems. Just do it in one system, and in a system that is able to just put the data into an invoice draft to your customer. So there's a list of all working hours for every team members and also freelancers, and said, okay, this month is over, and I will prepare an invoice. So, and you can do it with this Clockadoo system that you every collected time you check the time entries and also the text in the Clockadoo system, and then you gave the whole. Okay, interesting. Yeah, no, we're back. And you, after you check the time entries, you can put the whole entries into an invoice specified with different. Leistung heißt?
Weiß ich gerade auch nicht.
Yeah. Your service, with a different service offers you do, maybe you have different hourly wage hours, someone 100 euro per hour, one has 150. You can divide it and just have 5, 6, 7 positions out of the time tracking system from your team, just directly into the invoice. And this is really smart and clever if you do that. And after that, you check the invoice draft, just send it out via email with your own email address. Lex Office system is able to send emails from your email address if you want to. And just send out the invoice to the customer. And so you are in the whole system. This is how it looks like, this Clockadoo system. So you have your Leistungs, just Bürokram, Grünpflege, repair. You have a team. You can organize that and just put everything together in one invoice from the Clockadoo system into the Lex Office system. This is the point team time tracking. We can go deeper, but it's no time for that, and I don't think we need that. The other one is travel expense reports.
And if I go and I go away and I give a workshop, I use this really a lot. It's very easy. I have my one sheet I used, and I just have to duplicate it, and then I change the place where I go to, and it counts itself the kilometers. I don't even have to look this up. It's pretty easy. Yeah. And you have this Strecke berechnen. This is great. I don't have to do it myself.
Yeah.
And then if I do the job a second time, it's pretty easy. I have done this in 2 minutes. The first time you have to do it a little bit longer, but with the second row, it's very convenient. And then I can say speichern or save, yeah. Save, and then it's directly in Lex Office, and it's already, if you have eaten something, it's different than if you're driving. So it has to be split, and Lex Office does it itself. I don't have to think about it. So this is really easy and convenient.
Yeah, if we want to.
And we call it
Onexma.
Onexma.
Yeah, this is Onexma. And if we want, we have a Gutschein. No idea.
Yeah, we have. During the hour, our English gets worse.
Yeah,
okay.
It is. We have a rabatt code for Onexma. If you're interested in that, we'll just pass it over. Or we send it to Marlene, and Marlene can give you if Marlene is the ask. And the system is also a team system. This means you are able to do an acknowledgement system. So this time, Maike is self-employed. She just goes through the system. Your employees might be filling the system, and you said, okay, I will have a look on this. is the company rules for travel expenses, are they in the rules or not? And after that, you said, okay, now we go further to the Lex Office system, and indeed you will do the payments for this travel expenses also with the Lex Office system.
And then if you are Ralph, our coordinator, then you are in charge and you have control.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one of our first participants in our workshops, he said just this, I see your hand, it's fine, okay. Just read it yourself, and it's so true for many of our participants.
Yeah. And of the people who use the Lex Office system.
Yeah, yeah.
Also.
And most people wonder in the beginning, and to be honest, it takes time in the beginning to get used to it. It's a new system. But in the end, it saves so much time. It's really great.
Yeah. No questions?
Oh, no, it's time again for questions. And we made just exactly 1 hour, which I think is pretty good. Yeah, this is yeah, we can stop here. I don't hear Marlene. Can you say something?
Yeah, you hear me now?
Yeah. Yes, I can hear you now. Yeah, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Daniel, he left and he said goodbye with his hand.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's fine. Is there, thank you very much. Aha. Yeah, he is writing this.
Yeah, he left already.
Okay.
Because I think everyone needs to leave soon because it's yeah, lunchtime. But are there any questions? So, or do you would like to have a follow-up appointment or date or meeting, follow-up lunch and learn, where maybe we can get to know a bit more about Lex Office and the app itself? Or is it okay if I just send you the PDF and the video? Or are there any ideas or advices that you have?
You can raise your hand and then unmute yourself, and that's fine too.
This is great.
But if you have any questions, it's fine as well. I mean,
no, that's fine. Yeah.
Not Maike and Frank. So maybe it's time for them to, just to read everything again, and maybe get to know the app and Lex Office as well. And maybe after that we can think about having a next meetup or a next lunch and learn.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay. So if there aren't any questions, thank you very much. I got some of your emails. I will send you all the informations, and see you soon.
Okay.
See you soon,
yeah,
and wonderful day for everybody.
Yeah, have a wonderful day. Bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.